What up, everybody? It's finally time to address the situation you've seen in the background in a lot of my videos. The Ford, the 68, just sitting back there with the hood open, doing nothing, just begging for attention. Gonna get attention today. Now, the reason it's been sitting like this is because last time I tried to drive it, which was a minute ago, it kept dying. So I haven't had a chance to really attack it again yet. Unfortunately, my dad's coming over today, so we're gonna attack it together. Before my dad shows up, though, I should kind of clear out some of this, not make it look like a storage shelf, even though he's already seen that it's a storage shelf. The problem is when you stop trying to use your car as a storage shelf, you don't actually know where to put stuff anymore. I guess Baby B's truck is gonna have to do for now. Also, yes, you are correct. This is fresh. I don't know what got me to start sniffing diapers, but the bigger problem is I can't stop sniffing diapers. This right here is Scotch tape. This right here is a special rock from Alaska. Yes, I stole and imported a rock from one state to another state. This is an Alaska glacier rock. Random, I know. I spent an hour looking for these this morning. I grilled up bacon, hash browns, eggs. I needed this. Should have looked on the car first. Sounds like kids are awake. I'm gonna go say hi to the kids real quick. We'll check back in as soon as my dad gets here. All right, so here's the play-by-play. First off, Pops is here, he made it. Secondly, just so everyone knows, I did not try to put WD-40 into the engine. I just, again, was storing that there. I did not spray WD-40 into the engine. So the keys are here. What happens is we have a battery tender protector thingamajig right there, right? We turn it off when we don't drive it so it doesn't drain the battery. Well, last time, a couple months ago, I tried to drive it. I turned it on and the car was dead. It didn't start. So I thought that was weird because we had the battery tender, should have started. Well, I jump started it, all fine and dandy, starts right up. As soon as I put it into reverse to back out, the car dies. And then I didn't have any time to do anything with it, so we stopped. So that's where we're at 2 months later. Battery is likely dead, but the second issue is when we put it into reverse, it won't actually move. So that's what we're gonna figure out today. Yeah, I think first off, we just make sure it's still dead. Let's acknowledge how much the interior just looks so good right now, though. We do gotta paint the car. Remember, the blue and the white is not here to stay forever, but this interior, now that it's done, that looks prime. Y'all know who did it. That guy right there.
Yeah, it's dead.
Dead. We knew that, so that's okay. This is a little one, but it'll do the trick. Okay, we got power, should be good.
It's got gas?
That's a fair question. I am nearly positive it has gas. Okay, give it a go. Hey.
Knew we'd get there. Come on.
That don't sound great. Does it have oil? Check for oil. I mean, if we blow the engine, we can always throw in like a Coyote or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got the distributor here. Everything's plugged in. It looks, 8. Yeah, we got 8, so we're good there. We got these babies are good. Oil. Yeah, let me get a rag. We got Baby B out here helping us too. Check the oil. Dude, you want to give it the oil taste test? Yeah, there we go. All right, oil situation.
Looks good.
We got oil, so that's good. We got oil. We got coolant. Let's see if it starts. I don't know, Baby B doesn't know what it is either. It's idling on its own now.
On its own.
Okay, well that's an improvement. Yeah, I think what's gonna happen now, we're gonna throw it into reverse and it's gonna die immediately. Throw it in reverse.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's about right. I don't even, as soon as you get it into gear, we good? Is it in neutral? So it'll sit in neutral.
It goes into drive.
It goes into drive. Unfortunately, we cannot test forward right now. We're kind of stuck.
I don't know what that is, but it's not a battery issue.
Right.
It's some kind of a cutoff issue. It was good in drive. It was good in reverse when I went from neutral to reverse. But when I went from park to reverse, it died.
The expert is stumped, so we're looking for the online experts. Let us know what this could be. All right, what went on that one?
Went from park to neutral, it idled. Went into drive, it idled. Went back to neutral, it idled. And took my foot off the gas and the brake and it died.
In neutral.
In neutral.
Is it some sort of like complicated computer ECU electrical issue? The nice thing about modern cars is you can always blame it on the computers, the software, the systems. You know, it's locked by BMW, whatever. But like a 68 Ford,
Pretty straightforward.
we don't have that excuse. One thing I haven't tried is Google. Obviously, you always go to your dad first and then you try Google. It's a low idle, bad timing, vacuum leaks, carburetor issues, or transmission problems like low fluid, bad torque converter, all causing RPMs to drop too low under the load. So we start by adjusting our idle, checking the timing, inspecting for vacuum leaks, ensuring proper fluid levels, then look into the carburetor and ignition system for underlying causes. So in any classic movie, when someone's broken down on the side of the road, you do a lot of wiggling, a lot of jiggling, a lot of this stuff. You just see if anything is loose, yeah, and everything feels, to my expert ability here, everything feels, yeah, I mean, that's real secure right there. So here's what we know. Obviously, it could be a myriad of things based on Google, Gemini, whatever, AI, which tells us we don't know. It tells us that there's a lot of like checking we need to do and figuring out. And both of us, even though he's retired, he's actually an extremely busy person. I'm obviously very busy. We don't know that we have the time or desire to really dig into it ourselves because we have so much stuff going on. Unfortunately, he rebuilt an entire 1969 Mustang Mach 1. So like we could dig into this. We just don't got time. So we're gonna leave it like that for now. Unfortunately for us, you're all gonna comment below and tell us what is actually wrong with it. Now we gotta bounce to the office, but first, there should be an important package in the mailbox. I'll leave y'all in the garage because it's cold out here.
Okay.
I don't know, this seems a bit small for what it should be. Let's see here. So we got some badging. Obviously, these seem like the right size. Maybe these are regulation. I just felt like they looked a little small in the packaging. Yeah, we had to get the badges for the R8 because y'all voted and y'all correctly agreed that the badges needed to go back on to the R8. That includes the V10 side badges and the R8 marker that needs to go on back here. Very excited about those though. I just feel like it's been missing on the R8. Also, yes, you are correct. Gonna start using this as a shelf again because this is down for the count for the time being. Oh, can't miss. Oh, it's getting low. Good thing I stretched. Whew, had to move quick on that one. Stopping off at the Pops to grab the trickle charger. The beauty. Secured it, good to go. I should have one of these, I know that. I had one with the Ferrari. It came with the Ferrari and it left with the Ferrari, so maybe I should invest in one on my own. Respect to that 4Runner. Yeah, they put in the work. Ooh, she's clean. Yeah, I know, I rolled down the window. Everyone's gonna have to deal also with that. Yeah, I know, I triggered a lot of people, but it is what it is, folks. We definitely don't got time for a dry today, so we're going air dry, baby. That's what we gotta do. But air drying at 8,000 RPMs ain't too shabby. We're actually gonna run a little quick pit stop over to 8080 because I got someone's wedding card, even though they got married like a couple months ago. It's been sitting in my bag forever. Yeah, sorry, Casey. All right, Casey, he got his wedding card. It's official. We got the crew here. It's Casual Friday is what they called it.
It is casual.
What are you actually doing today?
Just editing and just taking it a little easy today.
Wait,
till
what?
you came. But yeah.
Wait, I gotta get the better view. Hold on, hang on. The trio with the duo, I mean, that's nuts. Also, kidding me? RS GTR. Which one goes next? The GTR, right?
Yeah, that one is the
28.
Ends the 28th. And then this one's a little bit later. You want to buy some shirts, you want to buy some gear, and you want a chance to win the car. You guys know the drill. I don't need to tell you the whole drill. That's what actually goes on. I was trying to fix the 68 Mustang today. Ultimately, we ran into some huge ECU electronical issue that was too complex for us to figure out, so we couldn't fix it. Because those 68 Mustangs are just super computer.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So we gave up.
I was sitting here trying
In case you didn't know. In case you didn't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of tech. It's confusing.
Sweet rides. Fun's over. It looks like I'm in here for the next couple hours. Wish you nothing but the best of luck. Catch you on the next one. Peace.